Right now, there's a lot in the news regarding mental health, especially over just like the last 4 years. It's become a really big buzzword and a hot topic. Can you
Mhm.
break down the simplest definition of when people are saying mental health? What are they talking about?
Well, they're talking about us, right? They're talking about our lives. They're talking about our experiences and our emotions and our thoughts and our behaviors. So I love that mental health is considered a buzzword or there's more attention to it because that's been needed for a very long time. And I really like that this generation is more open to talking about mental health and their personal struggles so that we can stop stigmatizing mental health. I always say there's no shame in my mental health game. And so, yeah, it's a good thing for us to be talking about it because it affects everything that we do.
Now, on the similar topic, how do you determine, how does one look inside and be like, hey, I'm in a good mental health state today? Or where is the spectrum of understanding where you're at with regards to one's personal mental health?
That's a great question. So, in my field, we have a diagnostic statistic manual or the DSM that we use to diagnose people with maybe a mood disorder, such as general anxiety or depression. And so, in those mood disorders, we have categorizations of mild, moderate, and severe. And so, really, what I'm looking for is how long has this been occurring? What events might have you been experiencing lately that might have led to you feeling more anxious or more depressed? And then what I'm looking for is your behavior causing any disruption in things that you used to do or things that used to come easy to you? So let's say it's causing disruption in your academics or your career or your family life. That those are areas that I'm trying to explore. And then, based on some of the answers, I ask more specific questions related to anxiety and or depression. So I often tell my clients anxiety is time traveling to the future. What if this happens? Right? It hasn't happened yet, but I'm worried that it could. And then depression is time traveling to the past. I should have, I would have, I could have. So I should have studied harder. I could have said something better. I would have done that differently. Right. And so, really, what we want to be is right in the middle, which is our awareness and mindfulness. But if we're spending more time in the past or we're spending more time in the future, that gives some insight into are my thoughts more anxious or are they more depressive thoughts? And then there's other things regarding behavior that I'll assess, like how's your sleep? What changes have you had, if any, in sleep? What changes have you had in your libido? What changes have you had in your energy? What changes have you had in your appetite, your socialization? Any problems with, concentration or focus or memory recall? So those are basically when I'm meeting somebody for the first session. I'm asking more of those types of questions to be able to assess potentially if they are struggling with something that is diagnosable, or maybe they just need support right now. Maybe they are going through what's called an adjustment that is requiring support and validation to know that there's nothing wrong with needing support and that we all need it. And sometimes people just need to be heard and validated.
Mhm.